Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is the final view of our project. So in this video, we are going to build a beautiful modern and professional navbar using React, Tailwind CSS and React Router DOM. I will show you how to design a clean UI and add custom designs and implement proper routing like a real-world React application. So without wasting any time, let's jump straight into the code and build a fancy navbar step by step. So first we will set up our application. For that,
let's first install the Tailwind CSS and feed React. For this, go to browser and write Tailwind CSS or simply Tailwind. Then click on first link and then click on docs. Then just follow these steps. Copy the first commands. Then go to VS Code and paste in terminal. Press enter. Then choose React using down arrow key. Then choose JavaScript, same using down arrow key. Then just press enter. So then your wait app will start installing. Okay, it's installed and also run also. Press Ctrl and click on that link so it will open that application in browser. So here now you can see that. Now just you have to stop that application. So go to terminal and press Ctrl C. Now again go back to the browser and copy the second command. Then come back to the VS Code terminal and paste it and press enter. Sorry, by mistakenly I installed it outside of the my project folder, so we should install it inside the my project folder. So let's first delete this three files like node modules, package log, JSON and JSON. Then we will write cd my project. Then we will paste that command and press enter. So now it will install Tailwind inside that application. Now come back to the browser again, then copy this line and let's go to the wait.config file and then paste it there. Then again come back and copy this Tailwind CSS and let open bracket and then paste it same file. Now copy again that import Tailwind CSS and go to the index.css file in the application and then paste it there. Before that, clear all the file and then paste it there at the top. Now we can simply run our application. All the things that we want we installed. See the running application. Now let's stop the application and go to app.jsx. Then clear all the code and just write RFC and press enter. So it is the shortcut to get the boilerplate code for our JSX file. So for that you need to install the ES7 extension in your VS Code. Now the most important thing that we are gonna use the React Router DOM in this project, so we have to install it. So for that we have to write npm I react -router -dom. See, we can search it in browser also, so you will get the, if you have any doubts, so you can search on and then you will get the command, so directly you can copy paste from there. You have to just search React Router DOM on browser. After installing, just go to the package.json. There you will see, then there will be in dependencies you can see the React Router DOM. Now again we are running the application by writing npm run dev. So see, sorry, I didn't tell you, like you write npm run dev to run our application. Okay, so now see, we removed every code and now the output is like this. So whenever you will use the React Router DOM, so you must need to enclose your app component inside the browser router
element, because then only you will be able to use routing without reloading in your React application. Otherwise, if you will not use, then it will reload your page, then there is no need to use the React router DOM. So the main purpose of using the React router DOM is so you can make the single page application. Inside the only single page, you will render multiple pages without reloading.
And see, you must need to import it from React router DOM. Now see the output. Nothing has changed now. Okay. That doesn't matter. You will see it later. First we have to create the Navbar component. So okay, let's go to the src folder, then create one folder there called components, and then inside it create component which named navbar.jsx. Then again write rfc and press enter to generate boilerplate code. Includes nav in nav tag or nav element. Then I'm creating a structure for the navbar. So say first I will give one div inside the nav, then created one div for the logo which will be situated at the left hand side. Then again I will create one div for that navigation menu. So I will write here menus item. Then for now I am including this menu items inside anchor tag. We have to change it. I will tell you later because we have to use the React router DOM. Now we will use only 3 items such as home, about and contacts, and its address will be like slash, then slash about and slash contact. Then again we will create another div for the sign in button, so it will be at right hand side. So there are three divs mainly, so they will be situated at 3 different sides. Like first will be at left hand side, then second will be in middle, and third will be at right hand side. For seeing the output, we must need to import it in the means app.jsx. So we will import that component in app.jsx by writing its name and just press enter. If it is not imported, so you have to import it manually. So by writing import navbar from component / navbar dot. Now see the output. Now let's design our navbar. First I will open this output on the side, on right hand side. Okay, now we can use the Tailwind CSS that we have already installed. So for this I'll write class name to write the Tailwind CSS properties. So see, now I gave the background color to the nav. Then now I will give the padding in top, bottom and right and left direction. So for giving padding in Tailwind in top and bottom direction we use py, and for giving padding in left and right direction we use px. Then I will give the background color to the child component, the child element of nav, that is div, so that we can see which element is located where. Then now I will give the flex property to that div so that its child element should be aligned in a horizontal line. Then we will give the justify between property to add a space between that child components or child elements. Also we will give some padding in top and bottom direction, and we will use py, and also we will use px as well to give padding in right and left direction. We can change it according to our need. Then we will give the roundness to that component. So we will write rounded full. If you use the normal CSS, so for this you have to use the border radius property. Tailwind we use rounded property. See, this is our output for now.
Now go to the logo part. So here we will add text excel and text black/80. That means the 80 is the opacity value that we are giving. Okay, now it is looking like this. And then we have to give the semi-bold property to the logo. Okay, that's it for logo. Now we will move to the button part. So we will give one background color to the button, then we will give text white, and text white means color of the text should be white, and px means I already told, and py also I already told. So now our button looks like this. So we will add roundness property here also, means border radius, that we can give the customized value using square bracket. So if you want to give any customized value in Tailwind CSS, so you must need to use the square bracket. One more property we have to give to our div, that is item center, so that our items will be vertically aligned to the at center. Now it's looking good. Only we need to give the gap between this nav item. That's it. For this we can use the flex property, and we can use the gap property as well. So let's go to that second div and give properties like flex and the gap of I guess 8 okay, or 6. Okay, we can change to 16 or 10. That's it. Now we can remove the background color, so it's look like this. Now we will give the shadow to that child div. So in Tailwind you can give customized shadow by using square brackets, so you can define as you defined in normal CSS. So this is how you can give the shadow. So it looks good, but okay. And also we have to give the opacity to that white background of our div to 30. Now let's add some more, adding in x and y direction in now element. See, our nav items are working. Like after clicking, they are redirecting you to the particular routes, but that routes are not present now. But one more problem is that it's reloading the page. Like whenever you are clicking on any nav items, it is redirecting to your next route, but it is reloading the page as well. So it affects your performance, and then that means, so we have to eliminate this reloading using React Router DOM. Before that, we will add blur filter to our div. It will make it more attractive. Now you will see no changes over there, but it will be seen later. Now let's go to the src and create one folder like called mini components. There we will create some designing or mini components that we will use in our projects to make it more attractive. Okay, here first we will create one file called pinksphere.jsx. Again write that RFC to create boilerplate code. Now we will write here class name to add our Tailwind CSS properties. Then we have to import this component in app.jss so that we can see the result as well. And we will make that div to relative because we will make it absolute. I will tell you later. So what we will do here, we will make one square first, like then we will convert it into the sphere. So we will give the absolute property, so that absolute property means we can give any position to that element. So here we will give the width to the element like 300 pixel and height also 300 pixel, so that it will make perfect square. So when we will give the round full, so it will make as a perfect circle. That's why we are giving it. Then we will give simple background pink 300. Now you can see the result. It is looks like square, but we have to make it circle. So we will add the rounded full property. It's work as border radius 50%. See, now it looks like circle. Now we will remove this name and we will give the position. So I want this at top, means minus top. So in top direction it should be minus 100 pixel and in left direction it should be minus 50 pixel. So that will, now I will show the result. Look, see, now look like this. It look like this, and as we added that blur property, so that's why it is looks great. We'll give the shade index. It doesn't matter, but it matters sometimes, so that's why. Now we have to add one more component like this at the right side. We have added it left side, so we will create it one blue square. This time we will add the square, but we will rotate it. So we will copy this all code. Okay, then we will write RFC and then we will paste that. So now it will show nothing because something we did. Let's check what we did, what we didn't did. Let's try to remove this date index. No, it's, even though it is not showing. What we not did? Oh, we have not imported it. That's why. Okay. So we have to import it in app.js. Then only we will able to see the result. Okay. Now see, that will show the square because we have removed that rounded property from the blue square. So let's go here and we will add the rotate prop. We will first make it blue, okay, because we gave the name as. We will add to the right position, right hand side position. Okay, now it's look like this, and now we will give the rotate property to 45 degrees, so it will rotate to the 45 degree. Okay, now we have to just change the color of this component like blue, because so now look, let's look very professional and very attractive. And we have to give the overflow property to the app.js so that it should not add any scrolling bar, but it is removing something else. Okay, let's fix this. We will make it to the x direction, means in left and right direction, even though it is not showing. Okay, we'll give the height to our app component, so then it will be okay. We'll give the height as whole screen, so we will write height as a screen. Okay, now it's look good. I think the designing part has done now. Now we have to do the real part, that is routing. So first I want to tell you like what we are gonna do. So we will create some components like home, about, contact, temporary component. There will be nothing other than their names, and after clicking on the routes, that component should be rendered. So that component will become below the navbar. Okay, so but we can do this using the anchor tag and that routing as well, but no, you can't do that because when you do the normally, so the whole page will get need to be shipped. Okay, so for adding this we must need to define the routes. So let's see how to define the routes and how to define the route for particular endpoint. So inside components we will create some components called as home.jsx, then about.jsx and contact.jsx, and only we will add very basic code of RFC only, that's it, and we will save that file, that's it. We will write nothing there in each file. Let's define the routes in the app.jsx. So for that we will have to enclose the routes in routes element, routes that we will import from React Router DOM. Okay, and then inside it we will give the route element. Okay, so it will be also import from React Router DOM. So now here we can give the path. So path will be the endpoint. So like we are giving the slash, so in slash, and then we will give the element name, that will be, so it will be enclosed in curly bracket, and that will we will give directly a element like component, like how we import in normal React. So see, here we will give the home. So at slash the home should be rendered. At slash endpoint means whenever. So we have to import this home from slash component slash home. So whenever the localhost colon 3000 or whatever, same as we will copy paste that, and we will give the different endpoints and different elements there. So like at for slash we will give slash about, so the about component will be render, and then slash contact, so contact element should be render. So this is how we will give routes. Okay, so means after the navbar, because below the navbar we are giving the routes, so that place will be dynamically render according to our routes for now. Okay, let's check is it working or not. It's not working, something is problem there. Now let's comment this anchor tags from navbar and let's see the output. It is not rendering the navbar, some error is coming. What's that error? Okay, contact is not imported, I guess, in app.js. I mistakenly forgot that. So we first need to go to app.js, and there we have to import this contact. Okay, what is happening? Contact, okay, let's import it properly, and now it is coming. Okay, error is solved. Now you can see after clicking on the nav items, it is rendering particular component like home, about, contact, like this. But the problem is that it is reloading the page, and if your application is big, so it will take more time, and it is not good if you are using the React. So what's the React, then what's the use of the React? So when you use React, so page doesn't reloads. Okay, only you render the elements dynamically according to your use case in a single page. So for this, well, first we will give the text center, so it will be seen at the center. Then okay, so now you are saying that it is rendering according to by clicking on that nav items, but the page is reloading. You can see that reload it's coming, but now we don't want that reload. So what we need to do, just go to the navbar.js and remove all this thing. Okay, not remove. Instead of anchor tag, we will use navlink tag that is provided by React Router DOM. So we will first import it from the React router DOM. Then like anchor tag, we will give the home, about and contacts. And for giving the endpoint, we will use 2, like we use in anchor tag href. So here we will use 2, and here you can give the path. So now we can remove that anchor tags. First we will copy that and then paste it there, so that we will not write it again. So we'll just copy and paste. Then we will copy the name as well. So okay, now just remove the anchor tags. Now this nav link is replaced, means the anchor tag replaced by nav link. So now whenever we are clicking on the nav items, it is not reloading the page, it is only rendering the element. So this is why we use the React router DOM, so that our page doesn't reloads. The nav link also provides the .active class as well, so we can add the properties to that .active class, and whatever the nav item is active now, so it will be highlighted. So we don't need to add any other logic, we have to just give the style to that .active class. This is the feature of that nav link element that we have used. That's it guys, this is how you use the routing. So if you want the whole new one big project using React router DOM, so we can create if you will comment. Thank you guys, bye.